Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about integers. More specifically, we're going to use integers to represent quantities. Here we have an example that says a diver swims 12 feet below sea level. Part A says, write an integer to represent the situation. Since the diver is below sea level, we use a negative integer. 12 feet below sea level is represented by negative 12. Part B says, explain the meaning of 0 in the situation. 0 represents the diver is at sea level. It means the diver is not above or below the water. They are exactly at sea level. Here we have another example that says a student earns 10 extra credit points. Part A says to write an integer to represent the situation. Since the student earned extra credit points, the amount is positive. We represent the situation with positive 10. And we could write positive 10 two different ways. We could put a plus sign before it to represent that it's positive, or we could just write 10 by itself and we automatically know that that is a positive 10. Part B says, explain the meaning of 0 in the situation. 0 would mean that the student did not earn or lose any points. It represents no change in points, meaning no extra credit added and no points taken away. Our next example says the temperature fell 9 degrees. Part A says to write an integer to represent the situation. Since the temperature fell, that means it decreased. A decrease is represented with a negative integer, so we use negative 9. Part B says to explain the meaning of 0 in the situation. 0 would mean the temperature did not change. It represents no increase or decrease in temperature. Our final example says a video game character gained 30 health points. Part A says to write an integer to represent the situation. Since the character gained health points, that is an increase. Increases are represented with positive integers, so we could use positive 30. And again, we could write that with a plus sign before it, or just 30 because we'll know that that is positive. Part B says, explain the meaning of 0 in the situation. 0 would mean the character's health did not change. It represents no health gained and no health lost.